Earlier this month, ICE agents executed a search warrant at a company in Omaha focusing on suspected use of fraudulent or stolen IDs for employment. The operation resulted in the detention of approximately 70 individuals. Help us out, Allison. Just your initial thoughts on that situation in
Usually
Omaha.
when people ask how this works, they want to know, did ICE just show up randomly, or did Glen Valley Foods know that they were going to show up? And the answer to that is usually the company knows that someone's going to show up. The way this typically happens is that there was some sort of I-9 investigation. So HSI will ask a company for their I-9s in a formal request. They will then review them. And then if they find any discrepancies, they will notify them that they are coming to review them in person, or maybe they'll obtain an administrative warrant to arrest an individual that appears to be unauthorized to work. It's very likely that Glen Valley Foods actually had some warning going into this. There was an interview where they indicated back in February they were asked for their I-9s. So it's almost certain that that's the way that it went down. Unlikely that the individual workers knew that it was going to happen. So it creates an environment of chaos and fear, and a lot of people understanding that they're probably not going to get to go home. When I think about the raids that happened, my head immediately goes back to the raids from 2018 in O'Neill, Nebraska, and all of that caused. And a lot of immigration practitioners actually met with ICE after the 2018 raids to talk about what could have gone better, what they could have done to mitigate some of the damage. We were particularly angered by the fact that the children of some of the workers were left at school with no one to pick them up, and that teachers had to take them home. This destabilizes a community when things like this happen.
According to Flatwater Free Press and Nebraska Examiner, there was quite a bit of impact, and there were some disruptions, not only obviously of that business, but the entire community in South Omaha, because I think people feared for just their normal lifestyle of going to the grocery store or going to doctor's appointments. It's interesting, Allison, you mentioned the 2018 raid. So obviously that was the first Trump administration. Were there any changes made from the way people were treated in that 2018 raid and now what you're seeing now in 2025?
Not as far as I can tell. There is a large group of attorneys that discuss this kind of thing, a large amount of nonprofit organizations and representatives from those organizations that get together to talk about this kind of stuff. It's not my understanding that ICE communicated with anybody or any organizations to try to mitigate any of the damage. And of course, they wouldn't want to as a law enforcement agency because they don't want people to flee prior to the enforcement. I'll just be blunt. I don't believe that anything productive came from 2018.